Hi, I'm Beth from Debt Free Life, and today I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. And I want to mainly talk about my debt progress so far. I am 3 months into this debt free journey, and I just want to give an update. But first, I want to thank the YouTube channel Mind Your Money. This is a YouTube channel that has helped me by giving me motivation and education on all things finance and budgeting. And she recently had a giveaway for this cloth and paper journal that I won. And I was so excited and thankful for that. I've already started using it. So if you do not follow the channel Mind Your Money, do go over and give her a check out because I think you'll really enjoy her content. The second thing I wanted to say before I got into my debt, journey update is that I'm doing my own giveaway on my channel. The thing is I said I was going to wait until the middle of September to do that giveaway, but I'm kind of getting antsy and want to go ahead and do it, basically because I've already got another giveaway that I want to do. So what I wanted to do is to give everybody one last week. So take this week after you finish watching this video, go watch that video and enter if you want to. And then on my next video next week, so a week from today, I'm going to go ahead and announce the winner of that giveaway. And then once I get to 200 subscribers, I'll do another one. I've been working on some wallet patterns and I'm really excited to let you guys see what you think of those and to give one of those away. So that is my little updates there. And now I'm going to get onto my video and onto my mental challenge. As you know, I do a mental and physical challenge, both financial in my videos. So this week, this is the mental challenge. If you are around my age and maybe a little bit older or younger, you have probably heard of a song called 3 a.m. Eternal. This was a dance song that got kind of popular in the 90s. It was by a band called KLF. This song and a couple other songs they had made them kind of popular, and they were successful and got kind of, some extra money from these videos. So on August of 1994, they decided to burn 1 million pounds. Now, in case you don't know, the pound, 1 million pounds is about equivalent of 1.34 million in American dollars. So they did this on August 90, in 1994, like I said. They started by first just putting $1 pounds or £1 in there, I guess I should say, into the fire. So they were doing that and they realized it was going to take a long time for them to get through that 1 million pounds. So they started throwing handfuls of the pounds in the fire. It took them over an hour, 67 minutes to be precise, to burn 1 million pounds. You can go and watch it on YouTube. The video is still up if you want to see that. People were furious. So many people were upset over this because they said so much potential was lost. They could have donated the money. They could have used that money to help others and to do good. They were unfazed by the negative comments and they simply responded with, "There is no less bread in the world. There are no less apples in the world. There is only one less stack of paper." So your mental challenge this week is to tell me, what do you think about that? How do you feel about that? Does that evoke like anger in you, or you're like, yeah, well, we still have food, they're right, it's just paper? How do you feel? So let me know what your thoughts are on that mental challenge this week. Now, for our physical challenge, we're going to talk about maybe some paper we burn in our own, money throughout the week and throughout the year. We want to talk about disposable things that we have in our home that may cost us money that we're not really paying attention to. So let's just take, for example, paper towels. Almost every home has them. We use them, we throw them away, no big deal. The average American home spends around $300 a year on paper towels. Not a great deal of money, but still $300 or so, depending on your usage. So I want to do the challenge of saying, can you look at your grocery items, the things in your home, and see if there is one that's a disposable item that you may be willing to turn into something reusable. For paper towels example, you can have cloth. For the Ziploc sandwich bags, you can use reusable silicone bags. Aluminum foil, you could switch to glass containers. And for parchment paper and baking, you can choose to use the silicone baking mats. So let me know if there's any items that you use that has taken the place of a disposable item in your budget, or if you're willing to even take a look at maybe something you can do to maybe save some long-term money on something you're just throwing away. So those are my 2 challenges for this week. Now I want to talk a little bit about my debt-free journey. So this video is mainly for the progress of that, and I'm so excited to look at the books because I just can't believe the progress I've made. So I started this journey in March officially. Like I started learning about budgeting and trying to figure out, that I wanted to do this, but not really knowing how to do it. So in March and April, I was still just making really my basic minimum payments, but I was trying to figure out where my money was even going. I didn't even know how much I was spending on groceries and things like that. In May was the first month that I really said, okay, I am ready to start paying extra on this debt and getting rid of it. I finally knew what my bills were, when I paid them, how much I was spending on groceries. So May was my first month that I was solidly dedicated to it. So from May to August is what we're going to look at, how much debt I've paid, and specifically how much I've paid in this last month. If you watched my other videos, you knew I had several goals, which I'll talk about my goals and how I did on them in this month and next month's goals in my next video. But for right now, I'm going to switch over to my book that I put all my debt information in and just show you the progress I've made so far in these past 3 months on paying off debt. Okay, so on to my numbers for my debt update. So if you remember from my other videos, the main debt I was working on in August was my Capital One. This was the first credit card, the first debt in my name that we were working on. In March, it was at $4,000. That was to pay off my daughter's tuition. In August the 1st is when I started actually focusing on this debt, and my balance was $3,851. This was a high interest credit card. Definitely needed to get rid of it. So I want to flip over to look at the money I paid off, the debt I paid off in August. The monthly total of debt I paid was $7,517. This is more than our monthly income. The way we did this was we sold a couple things, we did our side hustles, we actually even 1 week lived off the side hustle money and put our full check towards the debt. And also we had a reimbursement. We didn't, my daughter's tuition that we had saved for this semester didn't end up being as much as we thought it would. So all of that added together gave us that total debt payoff for the month of August of $7,517. I can't believe that. I'm shocked for sure. That ended up taking my Capital One credit card to zero. My original goal in August was to get it under $1,000. I was able to, just a couple days ago, push and make that final payment, and so I no longer have a Capital One credit card debt in my name, and I never will again. The card is cut up, it is thrown away, it is gone. I'm done with that. And that 20% interest, I checked some of my earlier bills. At one point my interest was up to 27%. That's crazy. So if you look at my grand total since actually paying extra instead of just the minimum payments, I have paid off $15,654 in about 3 months' time. It's crazy. I'll show you the actual breakdown in just a little bit. The interest I paid was $610. My new debt total is $63,193. If you remember from my debt confession, it was almost $80,000 when I started this. So a lot of progress, and I just can't believe it's actually happening. So if you can see here, in January, February, and March, and April even, I was just making my minimum payments. This is the minimum amount on all my credit cards and debts that I have to pay. So even though I was starting my debt-free journey, I hadn't started making any extra payments because I was just trying to figure everything out. Then in May was the first time I did a little bit extra. June, I really started hitting it hard, and July and August. Now, I have paid off, like I said, about 15,000, but with interest, even though these payments add up to more to that, you know the interest takes a big chunk away. So after the interest, I am down to 63,000, and I've paid off about 15,000. Now, I'm going to talk about my goals in my next video and my goals for September and things like that. I'm going to try to slide you over so you can see some of my long-term goals if I can, if you can get into that. Let me just see if you can. If not, I'll just go over them vocally. But anyway, if you can see this, my goals for 2020. By the end of 2020, I want to get down to 25% of my debt paid. Currently with this, I'm at 20%. I do feel like I can get there. I'll just have to be cautious. By the end of year 2021, I want to have 55% paid off. End of 2022, 85%. And by the end of 2023, I want to be debt free. Now, I'm definitely going to shoot for higher amounts, but this is what I'm saying I'm going to do. I'm putting it out there that this is going to happen no matter what I have to do. If I have to work more, if I have to sell some things, these are the numbers I want to hit by the end. But hopefully you'll stick around to watch me even beat these numbers and maybe even get out of debt quicker than I planned. But this is the goals right now. This is my debt progress for the 3 months that I've been solidly working on it. And my next video, I'm going to talk about my September goals and what my plans are. I actually had to change them up at the last minute. I'd already been working on them, and then whenever I was able to pay off my Capital One card, I was like, oh no, I've got to redo everything because my original September goal was to just pay off my Capital One card. So I'm reworking that, and I hope you come back to see my next video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope you know that today is a wonderful day to pay off debt and to move forward in your financial life. Thanks, and have a great day.